Sawadi Kap. Welcome to Break Time with Monte. Today's story, Side Stories from Mandela Funeral. A fake sign language interpreter and a world leader selfie were two of the stories that distracted from the Nelson Mandela Memorial Ceremony in Johannesburg Wednesday. World leaders braved heavy rain on Wednesday to attend the Nelson Mandela Memorial Ceremony in the National Stadium in Johannesburg, South Africa. Much was written about the ceremony itself, but two rather unusual side stories got almost as much attention. First, Denmark's Prime Minister, Helle Thorning-Schmidt, Britain's Prime Minister David Cameron, and U.S. President Barack Obama were sitting next to each other, and during a break in the ceremony, they did what hundreds of others in the crowd had probably done before them. They took a selfie. That may be fine for ordinary people, but not so fine for world leaders, it appears, and the three leaders were immediately the target of severe criticism. A much more bizarre incident occurred while President Obama made his speech. Next to him, a man was standing and apparently interpreting the speech in sign language for the deaf. But the deaf people who saw him recognized immediately that the man did not know what he was doing. He wasn't even doing anything. There was not one sign there, nothing. He was literally flapping his arms around, said an angry Karaloning, Director of Sign Language Education and Development in Cape Town. He looked like he was trying to swat a few flies away from his face and his head. None of the apparent signs were meaningful, sign language experts say. Exactly how he was able to stand only a meter or two away from the president is not clear. He was later identified as Thamsanqua Jontji, who had a simple explanation for his action. He is mentally ill, he said. He explained that he had a sudden attack of schizophrenia. He told the Johannesburg Daily newspaper, The Star, that he lost concentration, started hearing voices, and hallucinating. There was nothing I could do. I was alone in a very dangerous situation, he said. I tried to control myself and not show the world what was going on. I am very sorry. It's the situation I found myself in, he added. Now for today's vocabulary. Apparently, assume, attention, bizarre, brave, concentration, criticism, deaf, exactly, flap, hallucination, identified, immediately, incident, infamous, interpret, literally, literally, memorial, memorial, mentally ill, mentally ill, ordinary, ordinary, recognize, recognize, schizophrenia, schizophrenia, selfie, selfie, severe, severe, side story, side story, simple, simple, sudden, sudden, SWAT, SWAT, target, target. That's today's story and vocabulary. Have a great day and a great weekend. I'll see you next time on Break Time with Monte. สวัสดีครับ Welcome to Break Time with Monte. Today's story, millions join in celebration of the King. Millions join candlelight celebrations. Millions of people joined candlelight ceremonies across the country on Thursday night to mark His Majesty the King's 86th birthday. From Bangkok, the ceremony at Sonam Luang was broadcast live on national television, while each province held ceremonies at provincial halls in a concurrent event at 7:30 p.m. Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra led the ceremony to praise the King's kindness to his subjects, vowed to have unity, and wished His Majesty a happy birthday. After the ceremony, there was also a set of 38 fireworks displays at Sonam Luang. Anti-government demonstrators held their own ceremonies at their main protest sites at Democracy Monument on Ratchadamion Avenue and the government office complex on Changwatana Road, where thousands of protesters wore yellow shirts as they joined the celebration. At Lan Kon Muang, in front of City Hall, the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration organized an event to form human letters into Songpra Charon, which means long live the king. The event was attended by 3,700 officials. Now, today's vocabulary. Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, BMA. Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, BMA. Broadcast, broadcast. Complex, complex. Concurrent, concurrent. Demonstrators, demonstrators. Display, display. Fireworks, fireworks. Firework, firework. Live, live. Mark, mark. Monument, monument. Praise, praise. Protest, protest. Cite, cite. Subject, subject. Unity, unity, vow, vow. That's today's story and vocabulary. Have a great day. I'll see you next time on Break Time with Monte.